Hello and welcome to Zelda Speedruns. Tonight we're bringing you another challenge, Link to the Past Randomizer Challenge Cup match. It is the quarterfinals. It is game 2, Quizbowl versus Saiyan, which we had last night, and it looks, he removed his little text. So tonight I am joined on commentary by Westside Vandal?
Indeed it is.
So thank you very much. Much appreciated. So I'm Rusty, so I am going to be your co-pilot tonight.
Okay. Well, luckily for you, I tend to bull rush over everybody, so
Okay.
you should be fine.
Do you want to talk a little bit about the mode? Since it's a change-up.
Yeah, it is a 6-6 seed, which means we only need 6 out of the 7 crystals to be able to both enter Ganon's tower and damage Ganon. So, we could theoretically see some interesting routing decisions as our runners decide which of the 7 dungeons they want to, crystal dungeons they want to try and skip, in theory. In practice, unfortunately, what usually happens is, the 7th crystal requires an item to enter that is in Ganon's tower. Like, for example, say Meyer requires Quake. Quake's going to end up being on Bob's torch in Ganon's tower. So
yes, gotta find those boots. And
and we are underway.
Okay.
Big 20 and Fire Rod in Sanctuary.
Okay, looks like I may have to do a little bit of fixing, so I will be right back.
Alrighty. Quick map check that I missed because I was looking at the Discord for a second. My apologies. I should probably actually pull up the restream so I can double check things like that. Let's see here. Looks like we are going to see the Tier 1 pre-poll from Sign-In here. Or Sin-In. Vanilla Tier 1 tree poll. Just green rupees. Alright. Uncle is gonna have 5 rupees in the chest. And, ooh, fairy drop. Nice. And Lumberjack is just gonna be a piece of heart, so we are not gonna need to do Aghanim 1 for that reason. Uncle has 10 arrows in his pocket.
Okay, I'm back, and yeah, I had to adjust the cropping. Saiyan has... his actual stream is a little different. We'll just say that. Okay.
Alright. Receives that fire rod.
Yeah. The only thing is, yeah, they do need to go find some magic, since that is their only weapon right now. Yep. No bombs.
Bombs on the mushroom spot.
Oh, wow. Definitely pick that up.
Yep. Alrighty. And Lost Woods, Thieves' Hideout, just a little piece of love. Conflicting reports. One of our trackers saw 2 blues and a crystal. The other one saw 1 red crystal. And chat seems to be confirming that it is indeed 1 red crystal. We will find out when we see another map check here.
Yes.
I will go ahead and point out that we can see Quizbowl's personal tracker, and he has it marked as 2 blue crystals and a pendant. So all right. So there's the mushroom in Wall's Hideout. And the glove.
Wow.
Wait, deja vu.
Oh, did this happen?
Nope, sorry. Glove was somewhere else in the previous race.
Okay.
Sorry. As most of you will probably be aware, I am just coming off of doing another race on Go Mode Podcast. Seed Bleed is probably going to be a thing, so I apologize in advance. At any rate, Sin-In getting those bombs off of the mushroom spot. Making his way to do the checks that Quizbowl is doing right now.
We'll see if the well has anything of interest. So
yes,
far,
I'm aware that's where it was in the previous race, guys. That's why I said my bad.
Nothing. Nothing.
Still nothing. And Moon Pearl. That's
I think.
yeah.
I don't know if that was there.
It was not. No.
No. I mean, in yesterday's match between them.
Oh.
I can't remember.
There's
wow.
that hammer.
That was good value for that 100 rupees.
Yeah, and meanwhile, he's just a boy, fresh off his race where that hammer was deep in Pinted Ice Palace.
Oh, God.
It's like, what on earth? RNG, curse you! Also, that hammer does give us Dark World access at less than 4 minutes into the seed.
That's
and
nice.
sword in Grandma's house.
So,
like I said, I over people. Sorry.
So since CAC actually has some items, do you think other areas are going to be a little dry?
Yeah, we're definitely probably going to see a bit more dry checks here than usual in the overworld because Kakariko is turning out to be relatively stacked.
Stackarico, possibly?
Yep. Just a little piece of love in the back of the tavern. And we'll see if Quizbowl decides to take that hammer, that glove, and that moon pearl and go to Village of Outcasts. Doesn't look like he is quite ready to make that play.
He's probably going to check library and race game first.
Yep.
Looks like same.
Alright, so library?
Nothing. Just 20 rupees. Yeah. Did we see what's on
he
Lumberjack?
It was a piece of heart.
Oh, never mind. Yeah.
Yeah, with the amount of rupees our runners already have, these big 20s are not in any way a conversation piece.
Nope.
I mean, not that they would have been regardless, but because there are easier ways to get rupees. Especially with that glove, he could easily Houlihan.
Yep.
Alright, looks like Quizbowl is actually going to check the back of Escape here using that glove.
Always a good check. There could be something important. I believe yesterday the mirror was in the back of Escape, and Seinen really kind of almost last locationed it. And Swamp was a required dungeon. Ooh, flute! Oh, that'll be nice for overworld movement.
Indeed it will.
Yeah, we don't know yet if Meyer is required or not, or a crystal or not. They might choose not to go there, though. It is kind of not most runners do not prefer to avoid Meyer if possible.
Yeah.
As far as I know.
Yeah, it's a lot of complicated movement for not a lot of items. You generally don't want to go there unless you either, one, know there's something in there, or two, it's a crystal, which we do not know yet because neither runner has gone into the Dark World. Plus,
it requires hookshot or boots and Samaria.
This is also true. Looks like Quizbowl obviously gonna activate that flute.
Yeah, so get your salutes in.
Yep. Hyrulean National Anthem. And release the Quacken. Wow. And at 6
That's a nice
59, 6 minutes 59 seconds. The goose is loose. The duck is amuck. The mallard is empowered. The pheasant is present. There's probably a couple other foul puns I can make here, but
my new meme is I like to use the Baru salute plus the haha goose emote that came out last year.
Nice.
Salute the goose. Literally. Oh, nothing.
I mean, it's better than saluting your shorts, I guess.
And we'll see if the damn prize is anything or just more trash.
I mean, are you surprised that I'm making 90s references? Clearly, you haven't watched enough of me and Jinxie commentating if you think that's surprising in any way, shape, or form. That's the Master Sword, so I would definitely say that's worth it.
Yeah, and it's not even rusty. We don't know how long it's been sitting there underwater.
Yeah. There's the Dark World map check. 5 and 6 are going to be Swamp and Ice Palace. Didn't quite catch anything else there, but
neither.
But our trackers are on the case. Looks like Green Pendant Meyer, according to Sinan's tracker.
Money.
Sinan, meanwhile, is in Misery or Skull Woods.
Blue mail. Red meringue. Bottle.
And a
Sick
bottle.
kid. And I believe that the new... Does he have, does Quizbowl have the equipment if you want to do the Ancilla glitch?
Which boomerang was it?
Red.
Okay.
Or does he need, like, bow?
I think you
not
need
sure.
one of either Bow or Cane of Samaria.
Okay.
I think. I have not studied up on the Ancilla stuff
either.
because I'm going to be honest, it's a bit beyond my skill level at the moment. I still struggle with things like the hammer yump, so don't look at me. Quizbowl, fake flipper, nicely done.
Yeah, I have problems with fake flippers still.
Yeah, the fake flippers for me, I pretty much always use a bomb to set up because I know that'll put me on the right pixel.
I have done the Ice Palace bomb jump though, so I guess that's one thing that I've been able to do after I watched the video.
Sinan, I believe, just took an intentional death to get back to this room. Yeah, that had to have been a death warp with how smoothly he transitioned into doing this bomb jump.
Just a small key in the big chest.
All right. Oboe gonna just give a single rupee, which that's just sad if you think about it for too long. All right. So nothing too exciting out of Skull Woods yet.
Yeah, we have as yet to find out whether it's going to be Value Woods or, as some people I know call it, Bullshit Woods.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it. All right, heading to the back here. I mean, if Sinan goes for this Mothula kill, that's gonna be some clinching right there because 4-heart green mail fighter sword, no half magic.
Well, he could use the hammer as well. Although I find the hammer hitbox a little difficult for my skill level, which is not to say very high.
Yeah.
Oh, second bottle.
Nice.
Oh, ooh, and a green potion.
Green goo.
That's not bad. Save 60 rupees, I believe.
Yeah. And honestly, Sinan would just love to have that right now.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't have either bottle yet. Yeah, he doesn't have either bottle yet either. So that's a problem for him. 10 arrows on the ledge, so we really aren't going to need to see any fancy Ancilla deletion shenanigans on Quizbowl's end. Unless he just really, really, really wants those 10 arrows for some unknown reason.
For the bow that he does not have.
Yeah. But the numbers went up. All right. So Sinan is gonna try this here.
Oh God.
Meanwhile,
he gets hit by the fire bar. Ooh.
Yep. Did I just pronounce either two different ways in one sentence? Yes. Because I was trying to differentiate between the two uses of it. I hate vowels in English. I hate a lot about English, and this is speaking as a native English speaker.
Oh, yeah, I actually have my bachelor's in English. one of my 3 degrees.
But, you know, I mean, I before E except after C.
Yes.
And then there's like 5 different, like, I remember learning that entire, like, mnemonic device, and there's like 3 more exceptions past that. Like neighbor and way, and it's just like, okay, sure.
Nothing, but Uncle had 10 arrows, and then it was just 5 rupees in the chest.
Or sound like A as in neighbor or way, and you'll always be wrong no matter what you say.
That's a good one.
Bravo. Bravo. All right. Fighter sword spins now for Sinan on this Mothula fight. 4-heart green mail. This is just...
Monka S.
Yeah. ZSRS. Fire rod shots now, misses a few, out of magic, gonna have to keep on going with those fighter sword spins, or think about pulling out that hammer. Meanwhile, just those shots can take 2 hearts of damage, and the spikes do 1, but he
Ew, poor guy. Okay, just a map in Escape so far.
Yeah, a 4 heart. Yeah, this is, oh boy.
Yeah.
He's gonna go back for more here. Oh man. Sinin is just gonna he wants Mothula on a pike right now.
Yeah, he wants. It is a crystal.
It is, but you gotta believe there's you gotta know there's more. At the very least, hearts out there.
Yes.
Like 4 heart green male
just
Mothula.
Just like that heart container in Escape.
Yeah. 4 heart green male Mothula should not even be in your vocabulary in this mode, to be completely honest with you.
I think he might also be gambling because he is down 1 game.
True.
So he might be trying to be a little more aggressive tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think he feels like he wasn't aggressive enough last night.
Mm-hmm. Is Quizbowl very nearly taking a death to the ball in chain guard.
And just a piece of heart in Zelda Cell. I think yesterday there was something really good in Zelda Cell. Oh, I believe it was actually the mirror in Zelda Cell last night that got last location. Yeah, it was something, yeah. That was required.
All right, Sinin now. I think he's taking intentional wall masters here to try and game the magic refills in this room, which, whew.
Yeah, and those are the tiny ones, not like the big ones.
Yeah.
And the other part of Skullwoods.
Yeah, he's waiting for the wall master again, I think.
Nice.
Nope, never mind. Oh boy. And there went pretty much all of his magic just lighting up the torches.
Yes, and killing those Gibdos.
So he's gonna rely on Fighter Sword and Hammer for this Mothula fight here.
Let's see.
And oh man.
Yeah. And Quizbowl's in Hype Cave, which there's the mirror. Oh, and Swamp is a crystal again, so he might decide to go in there.
With what flippers?
No, I mean eventually.
Oh, okay.
Not now, but it does give him, the option to go there, especially with Swamp having more items than some of the other dungeons.
Oh, and another death there from Mothula, and buddy,
Sinin must be getting tilted.
Sinin just really, really needs to take a step back and take a deep breath and realize there's so much more he could be doing right now. Like, I don't even think he's gone to Village of Outcasts yet.
No. And just 50 rupees on Stumpy today.
He's got to know that there's something else he could be doing here. Besides 4 heart green mail, no backup Mothula.
Oh, and yesterday the mirror locked Cave 45, which had the hookshot needed for Swamp. Not today, though. It was just a piece of heart.
Yeah. Like, this is starting to what Sinin is doing right now is starting to remind me of me, and that's not a good comparison, because I will get to this point where I'm just like, I can do this, and I will try to do it no matter what. Even as my brain screams at me that I could be doing something else. It's the principle of the matter.
Oh,
and there's the
Shinari. Wow.
Oh no.
Sinin plays.
Sinin just, oh no,
he
buddy.
Is like stubborn.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, he's got the idea in his head, and he's not gonna be
obsessed.
Persuaded differently.
He's obsessed with killing the moth.
Our tracker just like, oh hey, I don't have to do anything. Cool.
Yeah, he hasn't even checked the chest.
Yeah.
Like, there could be
to
something.
To be fair, I think we have seen both items out of
Okay,
Skull.
okay, fair. Okay. That's true.
Also, fake powder coming up here from Sign-In or
From
Quizbowl,
Quizbowl.
excuse me.
Let's see if I hold something good.
It does not.
Yesterday, they did not have the opportunity to check magic powder because they got the mushroom early, which ended up being the fire rod. And powder was on ped.
Nice.
Yes.
The Triforce, Lumaga, at this point. Just yikes. Meanwhile, Sick Kid check.
Oh,
That's gotta be 3 bombs.
not much.
Yeah. I'm not sure if we've seen both items. I feel like we saw at least one of them. All right. Okay.
Good one, Tomotage.
Moth is the new Ganon. Yeah, I can see it. All right. So once again, Sin-In needs to avoid taking a hug from Mothula, and also needs to avoid all these spikes. Because Moth is lethal to him right now, and the spikes are will take away half of his remaining health. Case in point. And
yeah, this is very stressful to watch.
Yep.
And it looks like Quizbowl's. Oh no, looks like Quizbowl's going to head into Skull Woods.
Quizbowl's gonna have a slightly easier time of it though.
He's actually using that hammer.
Because he's gonna be using the hammer. He's gonna have Master Sword. He has a green bottle because I'm pretty sure he did not use that green bottle after he fake powdered.
And I believe he also got a blue potion as well in his other bottle. Plus, he also has the blue mail.
Yeah, and he has almost double the hearts that Sin-In does. In fact, exactly double. And it looks like Sin-In is finally seeing reason and going, you know what? I'll come back later.
Yeah, I think he was getting close to double-digit tries.
All right. Either that, or he's like, oh wait, I know a way I can get magic slightly faster.
Yes, in that room.
Because case in point, Quizbowl gonna go grab that whole magic decanter from that room. Oh no, looks like Sin-In is actually going, you know what, I'm done here.
Okay, so 20 rupees was one of the items in Skull Woods. Yeah, I think there's more items that'll be easier to get in Village of Outcast.
Yep. Oh man, but yeah, that tilting at the windmill there by Sin-In is gonna loom large over the rest of this seed, unless he finds something in a severely trolly out of the way location that Quizbowl is not going to check for a while.
There's the powder.
There's the powder. Yeah, this is not looking good for Sin-In at the moment.
No.
All right. Meanwhile, Quizbowl continuing to just kind of check through the Skull Woods here.
Just only finding that 20 rupees so far as an item.
All right, pinball room here. Just that map. Now, pinball room used to be kind of a dead room in randomizer, because until V31, that room to prevent soft locks was always going to have a small key.
And the cape was in the chess game.
Nice. That'll help Sin-In with the blind fight here, if he chooses to go that far in Pendant Thieves Town.
You might just check those first 4 items in the front.
Yeah, that's the usual play.
Although there was a hammer in Thieves Town yesterday, so maybe he's holding out hope for that. Oh no, for some other item.
Yeah. Double hammer, let's go.
Yes. No, Megatron hammer.
Alrighty, so Quizbowl about to open up the back half of Skull Woods here.
Yeah, no, I think there was only the 20 rupees.
Yeah,
So far.
and Quizbowl going to check this chest immediately before even thinking about going to Mothula kinda confirms that.
Yep, and Bloomerang in the front of Thieves Town.
Alright.
Oh, no,
Just
just
a
a
compass
compass.
there.
Yep.
So Mothula holding our second item. And if it's anything even remotely important, Senin is going to be even more aggravated when he finally does
Yes.
go back to kill Mothula.
The salt will be real.
Alright. Fire Rod shots coming out for Quizbowl here to take care of the Gibdos. Nicely done. Alright. Does have that small key, so just can kind of skip by this room here.
Oh, and it does look like Santa is going to go to the back of Thieves Town. At least check the items. I don't know if he's going to actually fight blind.
Yeah, we have already seen that small key, so we may not have to fight blind. I mean, we may not have to fight blind regardless, because this is a 6-6 seed,
Yes.
but... And this is a pinned dungeon, in any case. So, Mothula being a bit rude to Quizbowl here.
Mothula does not want to die tonight.
Because Link to the Past is a very well-coded video game, if Mothula bumps back into the spikes, it cancels out any damage you do to him. Quizbowl does manage to beat him, though, and receives 3 bombs.
Yeah, so not Santa not going to lose out on any progression items tonight. If he skips Skull Woods as one of his crystals.
If he has the capability to skip Skull Woods, I'm sure he will take it after getting bodied so hard by Mothula here. But again, as mentioned before the race started, 6-6 in my experience tends to just mean, oh hey, one of the crystal dungeons is going to have its unlock item in Gan's Tower. Chat pointing out that the alternative to not doing Skull Woods is doing Turtle Rock. So, yeah, about that.
Oh yeah, Turtle Rock is a crystal. Yeah, that's one you probably would want to avoid unless you're having issues finding items, because there are some good item locations in there.
Yep. All right, we're gonna see. Oh, that's a bow on Bumper Cave.
Yes, but he does not have the cape that Satan found in Thieves Town, so unable to get it at this moment.
Yeah, that might provide a little bit of breathing room to Sinin, though, because he's probably gonna go do these checks after he does Thieves Town.
Yes.
So he's gonna have access to that bow pretty early. With that cape, he is able to get that.
Oh, just 50 rupees in the big chest in Thieves Town.
Graveyard Ledge check now from Quizbowl. This is gonna isolate King's Tomb. So that'll be something to note, to keep in mind if we find those boots anytime soon.
Taking that heart container.
I mean, it's right there, and you did have to do all this walking and mirroring to get
Yes.
to it, so it's, you know. And it is actually kind of useful-ish, as opposed to, like, yeah, if it's a single rupee, yeah, just leave that right there.
Or a piece of heart, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it looks like he's going to rescue the old man. We'll see if the old man has anything, but that will give him another location to start and quit from.
Yep.
And, oh, much better blind fight.
Yeah.
Oh, blind
And
Bolt,
that's,
his first bottle.
yep,
So
the third overall of the seed.
So he can do his sick kid check for nothing. I believe sick kid only had 3 bombs
Correct.
instead of his usual piece of heart.
Yeah.
Okay, so
All right. So looks like Sinan's not gonna use the mirror he
oh,
doesn't
that's
have.
hook shot.
Oh
Oh
my.
man, yeah.
So I just realized a couple interesting points of order. That chat pointed out one of them. Sinan has not done escape, so he does not have that flute. And Sinan didn't go immediately turn in Sick Kid because he has not gone to Hype Cave as he takes a death on the Dark Overworld. Ouch.
Ouch.
He hasn't gone to Hype Cave yet, so he doesn't have the mirror. Which is all stuff Quizbowl was doing while Sinan was tilting at the windmill that was the Mothula fight.
Yes.
Yeesh.
Yes.
So, and now Quizbowl is going to go ahead and go into Tower of Hera. This is going to be his second crystal.
Yeah, and he does, if he does know the, oh, no, I forget, I'm tired and I'm derping.
Herapot.
If he does know Harapot, he can, do it because he does have the hook shot.
Yeah. We'll see if it's really necessary, though. There is still this one chest to open here, and it could very well, never
Nope,
mind, it
it's an
does not
item.
have our big key, so we'll see if he decides to Herapot here.
Nope.
He does not.
Nope, he's going to the basement and hoping the key's down
To
there.
be fair, it is kind of a complicated series of maneuvers that does require a little bit of practice to get right.
Yes, and I've heard there's
Uh,
different ways to do it.
Mm-hmm. Not sure why he isn't just taking the cane of Samaria to take the coffee break here, but okay. You do you, Quizbowl. You have the cane of Samaria, buddy! This is a lot easier than you're making it out to be!
I think he might, his nerves might be a little on edge too because he is up 1 game, and this will, you know, if he does win this match, he will be in the semifinals.
Yeah, this is completely true. Fire Rod saves frames, though. True. All right, big key coming up. There we are.
And he
Mirror
can
out.
Yes.
All right, and onwards up to Moldorm we go.
And Sanan's in at Magic Bat and going to get his disappointment.
Yep.
I don't believe that Sanan's seen Bumper Cave, so he does not know that those 10 arrows he got will actually be used for a weapon.
No, he saw Bumper Cave.
Oh, he did?
He was, yeah. He saw it, and he was on his way back down.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, that's a good point. I don't know why he immediately didn't move to go grab it, but he took a death to the Murderdactyls right around there.
That's true, too.
But I'm also not sure why he's doing all this instead of, well, to be fair, he started in Light World.
Mm-hmm.
And he's done Hype Cave, or done Back of Escape, so he has the flute, which he is now activating.
Yes.
So, probably just cleaning up this stuff, and then he's going to go back into Dark World, hopefully, and go get that bow. Because he is going to need that for both Palace of Darkness. Oh, no, wait, no, sorry. Eastern is a pendant.
Yes. Should he choose to do Palace of Darkness.
Okay, yep. Oh. Getting trolled a little bit by the green guards here.
Yes.
Speaking of getting trolled, here's Trolldorm. Moldorm is parrying these fighter sword spins like a boss. Good lord.
Oh,
And you...
Trolldorm is living up to his nickname.
And Quizbowl was not happy about that.
I think all the bosses have ganged up tonight to plague the runners, because they do not want to go down.
Oh, and
Oh,
yeah. Oh, that's some frustration right there.
yes.
That was hands up in the air and then a very, very deep exhale.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Yeah, in the restream you cannot see Quizbowl, but on the commentary page we get to see all of his emotions and reactions during the restream.
All right, there we go. Third time's the charm.
Yes. Yep, some frustration slashes. And just a map. But we did see both dungeon items. And
Alright, so Quizbowl a third of the way there.
Yeah, crystal number 2 at the just over 34-minute mark. Oh, and...
Alright, so here's the bumper cave for Sinan. So he's going to receive that bow. More interestingly, Quizbowl gonna come to the east side of Death Mountain here. Gonna see what's in Paradox Cave.
Looks like, was that?
That was a shield.
That's why I thought it was
Island.
a shield upgrade. And bootsless spiral cave.
Yep, and another death for Sinan there. Ran out of magic. All right. At least we have that hook shot for easier clearing out of the blue jellies. Granted, full health Master Sword beams can also help with that. Yeah, the game is trying hard to tilt both runners. It didn't really need help in Sinan's case.
Just a piece of heart on Desert Ledge, and he's going to go check Agina. So hopefully there's something good for him there, because he needs something to make him feel a little bit better about how.
Yeah, he needs something to tip scales at this point.
Yes. And we're gonna see what's in Paradox Cave.
Like I almost want to have the first question asked be, what on earth was he thinking going against 4-heart green male Mothula?
5
but
times.
I feel but that feels like rubbing salt in the wound.
Yes.
At the moment. But,
boots! Oh yeah. Here we go.
Uh-oh. That is what we like to call a problem.
Yes, and also if one of the keys is on if the big key is on the torch in the desert, they would definitely be required. Should they choose to do desert as one of their crystals. Oh, and Sinan finally going to get his sword upgrade.
Hooray!
And he's probably going to be a little tilted that it was so readily accessible.
Yeah. This is the downside of having such early Dark World access, is you get into situations like he was, with very little upgrades, and then when you finally come back to do the Light World stuff, all of a sudden you go, oh, boy, I wish we would have had that 5 minutes ago. Oh, and that would have been nice too, and... Case in point, he's about to receive his mirror, and that's going to be a thing. Oh, wait, no, that's in hype. Sorry. Wrong 5-chest cave with one of them being on an NPC. All right, looks like we are also... So you were about to say what I was just going to say.
Yeah, pod. Time to pay Kiki the ripoff artist.
Yep.
Steals your money and jumps on your head.
Indeed.
Oh, and we'll see what Srasahala has today.
I think we already saw this.
Or did we? Okay.
We may not have. I might be experiencing seed bleed.
Nope. We didn't because he would have had the cane, the blue cane.
Yep.
Brian or Berna, however you like to call him.
Mm-hmm.
However, Sanan did get his blue mail, so that's nice. He'll probably feel a little better.
Well, better / worse because hey, I could have had this blue mail for those Mothula fights.
And he is he's getting rid of that bee, and he's stocking up on potions.
Oh no. I mean, he's in a slightly better position, yes, but oh, and he's fluting. He's going to. Okay, he was not going to 3. Okay, cool. Oh, he's thinking about it. He was thinking about it. All right, Palace of Darkness. Small key on the left side. Oh, he hasn't done any of the Zora checks either. So he's going to splash delete here. Nicely done.
Yes. He's going to get his disappointment.
Indeed he is. Meanwhile, Quizbowl doing all the setup in Palace of Darkness here, basically, because this dungeon is what's kind of jokingly referred to as a mullet dungeon in non-key sanity races, because it's usually a lot of keys in the front and then all the items are backloaded.
Yep, so far I believe he's only found small keys. Oh, there's
the big key. In fact, I think that's its vanilla location, isn't it?
I'm not sure.
It's either that chest or the one you have to use a small key to unlock. Oh, it's the one up top, the one you have to use.
That's what I thought, but I'm not sure.
It has been a very, very long time since I played the vanilla version of this game.
Same.
So. Oh, hey! Oh, yeah, because Quizbowl doesn't have the bow. I forgot.
Yeah, nice mimic clip.
Nice potion glitch. The potion unlock glitch.
Oh yeah, potion glitch.
Yeah, people are trying to also call it the potion camera unlock there.
Yes.
What has Sinan done? Sinan managed to get himself soft locked there as Quizbowl found the bug net.
Things are just not going Sanan's way.
No. Oh, he got hit while he was entering the whirlpool. Oh. Oh.
Feels Enemizer, man.
Oof.
Oh, he has to do.
Oh,
he lost.
The reason he has to do everything over again.
Oh god, he lost. How much time did he lose?
At least 5 minutes, because he's all the way back to doing the damn checks for the Master Sword.
Yeah, he's gonna have to do all his item cave checks again.
Oh. Oh no.
Yeah.
This is not what you want to see when you're down 1 game in the quarterfinal.
No. No, and 100 rupees. Second, I believe that's the second item in Pod.
We still haven't even found our lamp yet, by the way. There's tempered.
Another small key.
At least those deaths earlier made him save.
Yes.
Oh man, our tracker with probably the only bright spot of Sinan's misfortune so far. All right, looks like we are going to see the dark maze here from Quizbowl. That is indeed a very slim silver lining. Oh man, just ugh. There really aren't a whole lot of words to describe.
Did he already get the map?
I'm don't quite know.
It could have been the map. Because it doesn't
Okay.
look like you got another item.
No. And I wasn't paying attention to his counts or anything, so...
Yeah, Seinen is pretty tilted. Those sword slashes have been up 20 rupees.
I mean, I can't really blame him at this point.
I bought. Oh, chat's bringing up a good comment. You might have to go back to Bumper and get that bow.
I thought I saw an arrow stuck into the wall after
Oh, really?
after that comment
Okay.
came up, so I'm pretty sure he has the bow left. Which, I mean, that's the good news for Sin in here, is with that bow, he is going to be able to full clear Palace of Darkness here. So he's going to have that going for him, which is nice, but not nearly nice enough to do the horrible things that have happened to him in this seed so far. One of which, I'm not going to mince words. One of them was self-inflicted, but the getting hit while on the fake flippering is entirely not his fault.
No. Okay, just a piece of heart. First item in Eastern Palace.
All right.
So we'll see if there's any progression items. I think he's hoping for a bow. Oh, there's the
Yeah.
key.
Time will tell if he finds said bow.
Yes.
It would be interesting. It could be even in its vanilla location, which would be this big chest here, if I
Yes.
remember correctly.
That would be hilarious.
So, I do find it interesting. We still have yet to find that lamp.
Yes.
So that's also something that could be in that big chest is the lamp, because there's not a lot of places left that I can think of that could have it.
Just
Big 20. nice hook speed there. Unfortunately, he ran right into a skeleton and lost it, but still a nice hook speed. Quizbowl managed to overshoot the door there for a second, had to double back for it. There's the key. All right. Sinan still making his way through Palace of Darkness here. Gonna be able to do this room the intended way with that bow. Alright, and Eastern Heart Piece. So nothing doing there.
Nope. Oh, he lost his blue mail.
Oof,
Yeah,
that's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, because he was not having a good time with Moth.
Yeah. Alright. Quizbowl now heading back up Death Mountain here. Gonna do Spike Cave?
Looks
Question
like
mark?
it. He does have Burna. Yep, definitely. He's looking for Fairy.
Does also have... Oh wait, nope, you need the Titans for that. I was gonna say, does also have the ability to go to Dark Death Mountain, but I think you need the Titans for that. That is not the Titan's Mitts. That is a
No.
red rupee.
But it's always the checks that you leave behind that have something that you need.
Mm-hmm. Back to Sanctuary for Quizbowl. And Bonkrot's check coming up. Red mail!
Nice.
Sinin, meanwhile, is trying to weave his way through the dark maze here on one heart.
Oh.
I bonk into those guys regularly when I can see where they are, much less in the dark. Good gracious.
First, I don't believe either runner's checked Ice Rod Cave yet.
Sinin...
Oh, did he?
Mm.
Just 20 rupees. So.
Oh wait, no, Sinin used a splash delete, sorry. Also, he would have needed the boots to be able to set up a water walk from Ice Rod Cave, so don't mind me. And yep, there's death in the dark maze for Sinin as well. Oh boy.
Yeah, this is not going his way.
Yeah, tonight has not been his night, and it's probably the worst night to not have an on night.
Yes.
When you're facing elimination in the quarterfinals of a tournament that started with 112 people to get this far, and then to have this bad of a night in an elimination game, oof.
Yeah.
Alright, looks like Quizbowl is going to go ahead and do the Village of Outcast checks here. Hopefully he routes in
Bumper Cave.
Bumper Cave, thank you. My brain was refusing to supply that sequence of words.
Okay. And at least Seinen finally got his tempered sword.
Yeah.
Make the fights a little bit easier.
Oh yeah, Quizbowl does have that information. I believe he has that information, but he'll be going back for it. So, refresh my memory. Thievestown did not have anything in it, correct?
Wait, what was in...
Bloomerang was it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, nothing...
Meanwhile, Sinin has taken yet another death in Palace of Darkness. I don't think that was a death warp.
No. He must be so tilted right now.
Can you blame him?
No.
Like, maybe this is just me, but my kind of personality, if I'm in this situation, I would have had to physically restrain myself from number one, typing .forfeit into SRL, and number two, yeeting my keyboard across the room. And come to think of it, it may not have been in that particular order.
Or your controller.
Or controller too, yeah.
Yep, there's the bloomerang.
And what's gone wrong with this seed in Microcosm for Sinin there? Did you notice he had the statue a little bit too far over to the left, so he had to pull it and readjust it? Yeah, that's pretty much Sinin's night in a nutshell.
Yeah, he hasn't gotten Samaria yet.
Oh, and he's gonna get to do this the upcoming couple of rooms in the dark.
Ouch.
With 6 hearts and green mail. Granted, he does have the fire rod, and at least one of the rooms has a torch in it, but
still,
it can be a little tricky to get to because you're surrounded by many Helmas. So we'll see how this proceeds. Doesn't look like he is... Nope, there it is. I was about to say, doesn't look like he's going to try and light the torch, but there's the There we go.
I forget, are those called terrapins? I forget what the
They might
little
be
turtles are
officially
called.
called that. I've always called them mini helmas, so...
I thought the mini helmas were the little, like on the bridge in Pod.
Chad is siding with you and saying terrapins, so... At any rate, here's Mega Helmasar. Wait, what? 17 bonks with the hammer, and let's see here. Either 6 shots with that bow and arrow, or I believe it's 3 shots with the tempered sword. Will take care of Helmasar King. Oh
no! Oh,
Did
that's bad.
Oh, buddy.
It was so close.
Oh, and he is just reflecting on his life choices right now. This pause on the screen. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Oh no.
He's going for it though.
That pause was real.
Yes.
I felt that in my gut. That was
It was a
like I said,
WTF moment.
That was like reevaluating, and just at this point, you know, yeah, you never say never, never say, you know, Goonies never say die. Whatever motivational thing you want to say, you've got to know at this point that you are just not in a good place in this race. And with your frustration as it is, like I said, me personally, I have already hit my boiling point if I'm running in this situation.
Yes.
You know, and it's probably a conversation with yourself of, do I really want to sit here this frustrated and angry when I know I'm probably losing by a rather significant margin?
Yeah, true. And interesting
Like,
that Quizbowl decided to do to finish up Pendant Thieves Town.
might have been hoping that there was something other than that bloomerang on there.
Yes.
Or he could, at this point, be assuming that there's something on the pedestal. Because, remember, we're almost an hour in now to a 6-6 seed. We only have 2 crystals down. We have access to a third, as he's about to go get his bow off of the cave here for Quizbowl. We still have yet to find the lamp. We still have yet to find the ice rod. We still have yet to find any of the medallions.
Oh yeah, that's
We still have yet to find flippers.
What else are they missing? Potentially
Titans.
Ice Rod. Yeah, Titan's Ice Rod if they do want to dip or actually, well, if they wanted to do Turtle Rock.
Like, we do not have physical access to any other dungeon at the moment besides Palace of Darkness. So it might also be a question of Quizbowl looking at this situation and going, there's a pretty high chance that something's on the pedestal. So you might as well go ahead and grab that pendant, because you might need it.
Oh, and looks like Quizbowl getting his first crystal at pretty close to the 1 hour mark.
Yeah, 57 minutes and 30 seconds for Sinan's first crystal. Yeesh. And there's that Book of Medora. So remember all that stuff I just said about access to dungeons? Never mind. Add desert to that list.
Plus, it also gives him access to get the items off of the tablets.
Bombos needs a tablet. Yeah. It also gives him the ability, if he did complete Thieves Town as part of, there might be something on the pedestal, to go check and see if that theory is correct.
Yes.
Corn jump! Nicely done.
Yes.
But yeah, that pause for Sinan earlier on that game over screen after that death to Helmasar.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting interview if he does decide to do an interview. He did last night.
Well,
He might be too tilted to do an interview tonight.
too tilted and too tired because it is very, very late in his part of the world right now.
So what time is it? I believe it's 1 a.m. his time.
Yeah, about
I
that.
believe he's in France.
There's the Titan's mitts on Catfish.
Catfish actually having something.
Oh my goodness.
God, that will be a bad skip.
Oh no,
Yeah.
and it just keeps getting worse for Sinan now. Because that's gonna put Misery Meyer available, and Meyer Shed, and well, we need to find a medallion first.
Yep,
Which
Meyer.
medallion it is remains to be seen. It's gonna be Ether.
Yeah, we'll see if Meyer Shed actually holds the key to entrance there.
$20.
Nope.
And a piece of heart.
Okay.
Interesting point of order. Sinan is going to be able to kill the Armos Knights here if he wants to do the Dark Room. Well, granted, he has the Fire Rod, so that makes things a little bit easier. And I do believe there's still an item outstanding.
Oh,
That's the
wait.
flippers!
What? He stepped out.
And then his eyes widened, and when his brain caught up to what he just saw.
He probably thought it was he probably thought it was a bloopy. After all the trash they've been getting.
Yeah. So yeah, I believe there's still an item on Armos Knights. Sorry, my brain just fried for a second there. No, I don't believe that's go mode just yet. Actually, wait, it is. Because we can do Eastern right now. The flippers open up access to both Ice and Swamp.
Yeah, because he doesn't necessarily need to do Turtle Rock.
Yeah. So yeah, this is a 6-6 seed. This is 100% go mode at 1 hour and 1 minute. So, I hate to say this, but mercifully for Sinan at this point, Quizbowl is in go mode. Now the question is, does Quizbowl realize he is in go mode? Because that's another hang up of 6-6 is people forgetting mid-run that they're in 6-6 and, you know, look to try and do that that 7th crystal. And Sinan is just sitting at the flute screen here trying to think of what to do next. Probably also trying to clear his head. Six, the mode where comms are most likely to miss go mode. I mean, fair. Fair point. All right, so Quizbowl on the way back to the back of Escape here. Escape? Desert. Yeah, yeah. 6-6 is just kind of one of those things that sneaks up on you unless you're actively thinking about it. And then once you sit and think through it, you're like, oh yeah. Because you mentioned it, and then I looked at the tracker and I realized it's 6-6. Oh wait, those flippers open up 2 more crystals when we already have access to a 4th. So, speaking of the 4th crystal, there's Eastern for
Eastern's a
Desert
pendant
for Quizbowl.
Okay.
So, My brain is frying. Don't mind me. I'm just going to have a meltdown live on air.
Okay.
So Quizbowl just needs to go defeat Helmastar here, and then he can... This is a dream, by the way. Being able to go mode both Swamp and Ice Palace. Nice.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Senin taking a much-needed coffee break in Tower of Hera.
Yes.
Probably, if I'm in his position, I'm definitely taking a few deep meditative breaths and or cursing at the top of my lungs, either or. Meanwhile, Quizbowl just heading directly to the back of Palace of Darkness here.
Yeah, he's going to skip all the checks. Not necessary anymore.
I mean,
Okay,
would he like to find silvers? Yes, but they're not here. We know this for a fact. All right. But yeah. Oh man. It's just hard to find the words for how bad this race has been for Senin.
Yeah, it's like... Yeah, he was behind yesterday, and, you know, he ended up losing with, like, that late mirror find, but he must feel even worse today.
And point of order, he hasn't done Old Man yet, so he doesn't have the hook shot.
No.
He's probably wanting to find the lamp, so that's in logic, but...
Yeah, that's not
You
always...
know?
That doesn't always happen. Yeah, and pretty much yesterday it was the late hook shot, which was locked behind the mirror, that was kind of his downfall. So if it happens again, he's gonna feel really bad. Oh,
At least with that tempered sword, Moldorm poses absolutely no problem whatsoever.
No, that was a nice fight, so he must feel a little bit better after that.
So both
Something
runners
went his
have...
way.
Yeah. Both runners have killed 4 bosses. Unfortunately, Senin's only killed 2 crystal bosses to Quizbowl's 3. I just realized something.
What?
Senin's going to have logical access to, well, never mind. He would have to find Ether Medallion first. I was about to say, he's going to have logical access to Misery Mire here, because you need the boots or the hook shot to get past the first room of Mire.
Mm-hmm.
He could think that the hook shot is on the pedestal, for example.
Oh, and that's
Thinks
why
that something is on the pedestal and go try and do Misery Mire, but he needs to find Ether first.
Yes.
Oh, and the Titans, yeah. Because he still hasn't done Catfish either. Like, everything that can go wrong for a runner in this game has gone wrong for Senin.
Yes.
I mean, small comfort, he is going to find those boots now.
Yes. After the 1 hour mark, which will make him feel both good and bad.
Alright, flute out for Quizbowl. And, of course, here comes the swamp. Yep.
Finally getting his boots.
And bomb jumping. Spiral cave, probably, now that I think about it. All right. Oh, he's gonna go for a rematch with Mothula here, I think.
Yes.
Slightly better position with one bottle and the tempered sword, but he's still gonna be on 8 heart green mail, which means Mothula can still eat him for lunch if it has half a mind to.
He does. Well, technically, he has 2 more hearts, but he needs to grab a couple.
Yep. There's one of them, at least.
Yes.
All right. Meanwhile, Quizbowl heading into Swamp, gonna be able to go mode. Yeah. Sinan doesn't have the book because that's locked somewhere he doesn't have access to, I think. Where was the Book of Medora?
Oh, wasn't it in King's Tomb?
It was, yes.
Well, he does, yeah, so he does technically have access to it, but he might be gambling and skip that overworld location. It's because he must feel behind after all the time losses he's had with his boss fight issues.
Yeah.
We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. Not only the boss fight issues, but having to redo a bunch of checks because of that fake flipper mishap.
Yeah, he's had a lot of misfortunes.
Yeah. Either one of those alone is enough to break a runner, as the Skull decides to block him there. Would probably tilt a runner. The fact that Sinan has taken both of those big ego bruises and is still punching, props.
Yes. Looks like he is going to look for those silvers.
Yeah, I think Quizbowl is just doing checks that, aren't too time-consuming en route to the bosses.
Yeah, he's definitely not going to do left side.
Yeah. So, before, so did you find the arrows in Swamp Palace? And the rematch goes fine for Sinan. Does finally get that Skullwoods crystal for his 3rd crystal, as Quizbowl is setting up to grab his 5th here. With that tempered sword, Argus not going to be too much of a problem.
Nope.
Setting up for the fire rod strats here. Yep.
Oh, that's a quick Argus fight.
Yep. And a big 20 with that 5th crystal. All right. So now Quizbowl going to be on his way to Ice Palace and his 6th and final for this seed crystal. As Sinan, meanwhile, is looks like he might be heading for King's Tomb here with that portal, routing in both Bonk Rocks and
finally getting his blue mail back. Yes.
Yeah, from a different location than the original blue mail. Okay. For a second, I thought he had mirrored back onto that rock and was going to have to readjust, and I was just like, man, why you got to do him like that, game?
Yes.
He's already suffered enough. All right. Into Ice Palace we go for Quizbowl. Alright, there's that small key. Whoop. Okay, and Sinan about to receive his literacy. Gotta
Oh, the
wonder
only thing
what
is-
his... Go ahead.
Yeah, I wonder if that book is going to lead him to do some overworld checks.
Yeah.
Looking for items.
A long think about the possibilities there. Flute out. We'll see what he decides to do. Gonna go ahead and enter desert here. So close to those flippers. Which would put... No, it wouldn't, because he still doesn't have the hook shot from
No.
Old Man.
Yeah, he needs to.
He needs to give up on finding that lamp and just go grab the hook shot. I mean, granted, he doesn't know that, but... Oh, man. Alright, gonna try and pull a strike here. Nicely done by Quizbowl.
Mhm.
As we kind of see dungeon traversal and duplicate checks here from both runners, now is as good a time as any to remind you you're watching the Challenge Cup quarterfinals round here. This is game 2 of a best-of-3 series between these two runners. Quizbowl is currently up 1-0. So odds are pretty good. He's going to advance to the semifinals. It's not over until it's over, but oh boy, Sinan has just had a rough go at it here. If you're enjoying the action, please feel free to follow the runners and the Zelda Speedruns series of channels. We are on Zelda Speedruns _3, and of course there's CSR2 and the main channel Zelda Speedruns. Give our trackers a follow as thanks for their hard work behind the scenes. And a big thank you to Norinato for producing the restream and then jumping in on co-coms with me, Westside Vandal. Give us a follow if you like, or don't. You're not going to hurt me either way.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Quizbowl is in the Cold Stare fight and is done with the Cold Stare fight. Big 20, and with that, it's time to play a game. There are 22 locations in Ganon's Tower where that required Ganon's Tower big key could be.
Get your numbers in.
Yep.
I'm guessing 16. That's the number I always guess.
Yep.
It's probably a little mean because that's rando room usually.
Yep. Looks like we don't have a game
hold
started.
Okay, let's... bot, please.
Sahabat is not in the channel.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
We can do this.
Yeah.
There's another way. There is another way.
There is another. It is a 6-6 seed from with chat trying to help us out, which we appreciate. But this is a 6-6 seed, so we can skip one crystal entirely.
There you go. We have a backup plan. So you have to do exclamation point bet and then your number.
Yeah. And I believe this bot can actually, this particular bot can actually parse other guesses. But just to keep it simple, let's keep it to the 1 and 22, please. Number between 1 and 22. The order is going to be determined by the order Quizbowl opens or sees if he decides to skip, like, say, the torch locations. Oh, missed that hook shot. He's just a boy opening lightning strikes twice, and the big key is in the same number of chests as it was in his race.
Make sure if you bet, they do exclamation point bet and then space and then your number.
Yep.
Oh, and it looks like Quizbowl is looking for those silvers, trying to do some like easy on the way checks.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Does make things easier.
Yeah. And honestly, and as we know, it's not like it's going to cost him too much of his lead. All right. There is the opening of Ganon's Tower with the reduced crystal animation, which is really hilarious when it's a really low crystal count. Just like one crystal spinning, because why not?
Okay. I'm going to close the bet.
Okay.
Just in time. I was multitasking.
Yes, you
we'll
were.
See.
All right. Chest number 1, small key. Chest number 2, 20 rupees. Oh, full right play coming right up. Chest number 3 is not going to be the tile room. And I realized my wording was a bit unclear. That is not chest number 3. The only stipulation that applies to is actually Bob's torch. So the next chest Quizbowl opens will be location number 3, and we'll go from there. All right, Kana Samaria coming out. Gibdo trolling. Gibdo gonna Gibdo. Gets a little bit of magic there, why not? Alright, chest number 3, bombs. 4 is 20 rupees, 5 is a heart container, and 6 is bombos.
As you were saying about items being useful and some of the crystal dungeons being in Ganon's Tower.
Yep. Although I don't think we saw either Turtle Rock's medallion requirement, so that is location 7, I believe.
Yes.
Yep. Small key, Rip Bob. All right. Number 8 coming up, 50 rupees. Number 9, 20 rupees. Number 10, 10 arrows.
How ironic. 20 rupees.
And number 20 rupees. And that's 11. The second time that's happened because chest number 3 was 3 bombs. In before chest number 20 is a big 20. All right, chest number 12 coming up here. Shovel.
Fetch quest.
In before, did you find silver arrows in Light World and they're on Dig Spot?
Yes.
All right. So, chest number 13 coming up here. Lucky number 13. Single arrow of destiny. I find that far more amusing than I should. All right. 14, 15, 16, and 17 coming up here in the randomizer room. So named because you're probably not going to see this room unless you're playing randomizer or a true 100% seed. 14 is nothing, 15 is nothing, 16 is nothing, 17 is, wow, 2 1/4 hearts in randomizer room, and that quarter heart reads to a full heart for Quizbowl. Gracious.
choosing not to bonk there.
Yeah. Also, I just realized this is my count is slightly off. This is going to be chess 19 here, and then 20, 21, and 22.
Wow. It could be.
All right, Bob's torch number 19. No, 19 has nothing. Oh, tile room has not been checked yet. That's correct.
Oh, it could be in tile room if it wants to be really trolly.
Yep, so that was 18. Sorry. I apologize.
Forgot about tile room. Yeah, it's either behind ice armor or there's in tile room because there's nothing else.
Yeah. I mean, at least we didn't forget about Dre, though, I guess.
It would be super ironic if silvers were in the big chest. Because they're probably not going to check it.
You still have 8 arrows. Why are you slashing? What are you doing? Quizbowl. Buddy! Okay, sure.
Oh, there it is. He's still looking for silvers.
Yep.
So that was number 20.
No, that was number 19.
Okay. Let me check.
No, 19.
Okay. Let me see if we had anyone. No. Not anyone who actually did that bet. So. Not today.
All right, so Quizbowl beginning the ascent up Ganon's Tower here.
That's why he wanted to save his arrows.
Sure, this is a valid point.
Because of these mimics.
But there is 5 arrows underneath the pot here. Case in point. Didn't need them. Pro shots. All right, and Sin in Ice Palace. Still has not done Old Man for the hook shot from the looks of his tracker. Oh man. Feels bad.
Yeah, definitely.
Quizbowl continuing the ascent up Ganon's Tower, fires off his last arrow, misses whatever shot he was attempting to take, unless he was just firing off the arrow for the heck of it. Which, I mean, why not?
Although he would feel bad. Oh, he did keep 4 arrows. Probably hoping that it's going to be in one of the remaining chests.
There we go.
Oh, going to powder that fairy.
Yep. Gotta get the health refill in. A nice spin on the first cycle of Ladmilus 2 there. Get some damage on all 3 of them. Nicely done. Is trying to conserve magic here for the areas ahead that are going to need it. So he's just going after each head with the Tempered Sword.
Yeah, actually, I just realized he might also be looking for half magic, because it does make the Ganon fight easier.
This is true.
Not having to, especially since he doesn't have the lamp, so it's a little harder to conserve magic.
This is entirely true. You're correct. All right, nice 1 cycle on the first Whisperer room. And nicely done second Whisperer room as well. And the game decides to keep him humble by making those pitchfork wielding enemies knock him out of his dash. All right, fire rod shots for this room. there we be. And Sinan, meanwhile, taking out the hard shell of Cold Stare with that Fire Rod and is out of magic, so it's going to have to have a little bit of a yakety sax moment here with these puffballs. Quizbowl getting that second key he needs.
Oh,
There's the half magic.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh,
Yep.
a little bit too far down for the bomb there. And then a little bit too far up. Third one's just right.
Yes.
The Goldilocks of bombs.
Yes.
And
nope, just the
not
refills.
The arrows he wanted to see. Yeah. Validation silvers, the dream. Moldorm 2, gone.
And I bet he's gonna check that chest.
Validation.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. That's it. No silvers.
All right. Well, we'll see what the big pig has to say about where his henchmen hid those silver arrows today. Quizbowl is about to enlist in the geometry wars while Sinan is checking the Meyer shed.
And not going to find anything. I believe it's just 20 rupees and a piece of heart. Yes.
Correct. Ooh.
He's going to find the
double here.
I believe he's going to find the flippers, though, in Checkerboard Cave, but without the hook shot, he cannot go into Swamp and clear it.
All right. After that first relatively friendly pattern, these Aga 2 patterns have not been very friendly to Quizbowl.
No.
There we go. That's a decent one. And that's another decent one.
There we go.
And that is Aghanim 2 down. And the bat's gonna be crashing through the pyramid roof here shortly. And we're gonna have ourselves a big pig fight. The tempered sword's gonna make the first and second phases relatively easy here. I believe with tempered it's 8 slashes on these first two forms. The correction coming in from He's Just a Boy, it is 12. Thank you.
And I believe that Quizbowl still does have his 2 blue potions that he purchased from the potion shop.
I believe that is correct, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Might want to think about using one of those.
Or the cape.
Nope. That would work too, yes. On phase 3 as well here, so gonna be out of the woods relatively quickly as far as fire bat damage goes.
And hopefully Ganon isn't too twitchy tonight.
Looks like he isn't. We're already 3/4 of the way through phase 3 here. There's that 4th hit.
And hope.
Oh,
they're
Dark
in the Dark
World.
World, so where could that be? Does Mimic Cave count as Dark World?
No, Mimic Cave is Light World because you have to mirror to get to it. Huh.
I don't think, did either one go, Quizbowl go into Hookshot Cave?
He did not, no.
It could be in Hookshot Cave.
I think that's literally the only Dark World overworld we have left.
Yeah.
So yeah. Point of order, missed the torch glitch. Does have half magic though, and
Yes.
I think he does still have that one blue potion.
Yes.
Oh. The lamp was in Swamp Palace.
Oh.
That's some absolutely disgusting logic. I'm not even gonna try and sit here and tease that logic out. That's just ugh. Because that's a logical. I just realized that's a logically required double dip of swamp.
Yes. And
Ew.
and
Ew.
he still does not have that hook shot. Get your GGs in chat for Quizbowl. And I'm gonna bring him in.
All right. Gonna finish in first place with an official SRL time of 1 hour 34 minutes 38 seconds. GG's Quizbowl.
Yeah.
Thank you very
GG's
much.
Quizbowl. So let me do something real quick.
Okay, and while she's doing that, congratulations on advancing.
Yeah, congratulations.
I can't believe it to be in the semifinals. That it's crazy.
Yeah.
And
Well,
should we bring Sanan in?
Sinin?
And it looks
sure,
like he's standing there.
Yeah,
he just quit. So let's
Yep.
bring him in.
Yep.
Right.
All right.
Go the interview scene.
Hey.
Right, yeah, GG's. Yeah, sorry,
GGs.
man. It was this kind of things just did not go your way tonight.
Yeah, well, it was my fault, really. Like, I gambled, and I shouldn't have. And then I was just fully tilted, and
I don't know what happened. Sorry
Sorry
about the race stream. Something's happening with Node.
Okay. Well.
So we kind of have a black screen right now.
Do they still
Can they
hear
still hear
us?
us, though?
Well, neither of us got the lamp, so just pretend it's a dark room.
I got the lamp.
Get the lamp. It was in Swamp Palace.
Ah, okay.
Okay, we are still on air. We are still being
Okay.
heard. So
yeah,
don't curse, Sinin, as much as you probably want to right now. We are still on the air.
nah, it's fine. Like, really, well, I like to gamble early, Dark World, and like when I'm focused, I usually can do it, but I failed at Mosula once, and then I just tilted way out of this world. But to be fair, I should before I went to Cake Portal anyway, I should have went at the very least to Hype Cave, because my first thing is I want to know which Dark World dungeons are crystals, but I had the hammer and I forgot. I was in mid Dark World access mode in my mind, so I went straight for CAC and yeah, I don't know if I had done this first try, Moshula, things would have been way better, but yeah.
Yeah, with I think it was 4.5 minutes we had Dark World access because it was
Pretty
all
much.
right there in CAC, and
Yeah.
with 3 hearts I was like, it's tempting, but I want to go and do some checks just to see if I could get some hearts.
Yeah. I don't know. Too much pressure, man.
Yeah, I don't think it was so much not doing checks so much as it was like, I'm not saying that fight was impossible, but after the first 2 or 3 deaths when you kept going in,
Yeah,
it was
sure.
just like
I mean,
yeah.
yeah. Well, at this point, I knew it wasn't lost already, but I would need I would need something to come back. But yeah, I don't know. I've already put it off in another tournament actually. Like, it's not the first try I do really early Skullwood. I think last time I had 5 hearts instead of 4. But yeah, I know I can do it. I just couldn't do it today. And yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's-
I kind of mentioned as it was happening because I have that issue too, where if I go into a situation where it's technically a low percentage boss fight, but I feel like I can do it, I will sit there and I will tilt at that boss fight for a while. And I was seeing that in you, and I was just like, oh no. Oh
Yeah.
no, because like I said, I know I have the tendency to do it, and I know it takes a lot for me to finally go, okay, this isn't worth it. you
Yeah.
know? And
And
so
then
to see you do that, I was just like, oh no, this is bad. And then as you were doing that, Quizbowl kept finding things, and we were just sitting here on comms, and I'm just like,
There
oh
we go.
God.
We should be back shortly. Sorry about that.
and yeah, and after that, like it went downhill very fast because I was tilted and I made mistakes after mistake. My first mistake after that was pretty funny actually. I found the bow on Bumper Cave, and the graphics in this screen are bugs. So like you see it silverish instead of brown. So I don't know, for 1 second I thought it was silver arrows, and I was like, no, I don't need that. And I started going away, and so I triggered all the pterodactyls. And then I was like,
that was-
oh, that was dumb.
Yeah, that was a weird graphical thing. Is they look silver on my screen too? So I just must be a quirk of that positioning.
Yeah, but because of that, I triggered all the birds and they killed me. So yeah, that happened.
But I feel really bad that it was the hook shot again that was
yeah,
the
the
culprit
troll.
from this one.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm the old man.
Yeah. But to be fair, I was, so once I knew I was like way behind, I was trying to skip things and go for things out of the way, because I was thinking my only way back in the game is to find something that's really out of the way and that you wouldn't check early. So that's why I did some silly things like armors and stuff like this. And yeah, Old Man, in this situation, Old Man is a check I would skip like every day. There was no way I was doing Old Man before, at least before I found the lamp. And yeah. Sadly, it was logically, it was a swamp double dip. So here's that.
Yeah, sorry, things, we had to reset a server, so things broke a little bit, or got reset a little bit. Yep. You should be able to find their Twitch pages from that.
Not sure if auto timeout is a thing, but I'm not going to type out the full link just to be safe.
Oh, no. Oh, you should be fine. Oh, I can grab them real quick.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, it's yeah. Oh, that yeah. And just a lot of the commentary was just me avoiding trying to throw you completely under the bus, because you just were not having a good night tonight.
Yeah, like the soft lock, the hard lock actually with like flippers was like, if I was not restreamed, I don't know if I would have forfeited there.
Yeah, I noticed there was actually a point shortly after that. You took a death to Helmasar, and you sat on the game over screen for like 30 seconds. And on commentary, I was like, at this point, if I were in Sinan's position, I'm sitting there in the SRO room with .forfeit typed out and my finger hovering over the enter key going, do I really want to sit here at this point? Because, that was like, about an hour in, and, all of this stuff had happened to you. And yes, never say die, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera. But, oh man, just, because, like I said, me personally, in your shoes, I'm sitting there like, yeah, no, I've already lost. I'm already done. I'm angry. I'm frustrated. If anything else goes wrong, I may in fact break my controller. Do I really want to finish this seed? And I don't know if that's what you were thinking at that point, but I can definitely feel it.
I mean, I try to never lose hope, because Well, I've come back already in race that I should have lost, but that I won at the end because something went right for me. So I knew like I shouldn't forfeit, but yeah, it was pretty hard mentally.
Yeah.
And that soft lock, like really that fake flipper soft lock, it was so stupid. Because I know, like when you get hit during a fake flipper, you don't hit anything, because if you move the game with a hard lock. So I was like, I threw away my controller, like I do not want to touch anything. But since I got hit right in the portal, it didn't matter anyway. I couldn't do anything. I could save quit. I couldn't menu. So, that was painful. Huh?
I'm really sorry. I feel really bad.
Yes.
But don't really, because like I gambled because you're really good, and I was like, I want to take risks to beat you. Like I wouldn't have gambled like this with earlier in the tournament. So it's not that like you deserve the win, really. And
All right. Well, I appreciate that. I'm on the Go Mode podcast Discord as well, and I saw some of your comments and conversations. Like, I'm not used to being feared by other racers. It's a weird position to be in.
So yeah, with that all being said, I think we'll go ahead and send this one on home, unless you guys have anything else to add.
Yeah. Good luck, Quizbowl, in the rest of the tournament, and congratulations, actually, Satan, for getting this far in the tournament. That is definitely an achievement.
Yeah. You made it from a field that started at 112
Yes.
to a field of 16.
Yes.
You survived
Sure.
90% of the competition to get here, so pat yourself on the back. You know, in fact, you survived. At least one of the people is talking right now that was in this tournament. So you made it further than I did. Not that that's saying much, because I 0-4'd in group stages. But hey, so top 8, because quarterfinals.
That's right.
yeah, this was top
Brain,
8.
sorry.
And Quizbowl is now in top 4, actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's surreal. I have no words. I did not expect to make it this far. I was thrilled to get a good position in the bye race, and then just honestly I thought Amarth had me last round, and that was gonna be my exit. So I'm shocked. So I look forward to next week's semifinals. We'll see. We'll see. I guess it's still up in the air, because my two potential opponents, they tied up the series today, so they have a game 3 coming up.
Yeah, that's Dragon Strike 1988 versus He's Just a Boy.
Yep.
Yeah, and I've
Boy won game 2 before this race started.
Yep, and I faced Dragon Strike before in the giant 512 person Swiss tournament a while ago, which I went back and looked it up. It actually got restreamed, and so I'd be interested to see what a difference 2 years makes.
512 Swiss. That
Wow.
would have been the main speed gaming tournament 2 years.
That was the big one. And so it'll end. I don't think I've faced He's Just a Boy before, but I know that he's also a really good runner. So I've got my work cut out for me, but I'm hopeful and thankful to everyone here that's involved with the restreaming and the commentating and the tracking. Thank you guys so much. It feels great to be a part of such a community, and thank you for all the hard work.
Again, GG's to both runners. Big thanks to Westside Vandal for doing commentary tonight and kind of basically hold my hand and lead him around. I was kind of rusty. And Also, big shout out to our 2 trackers tonight, Tomotouch13 and iBot02. Thank you guys. So, any last comments?
No, thank you guys for the stream and everything.
Oh, you're very welcome. It was my pleasure.
Agreed.
Yes.
Yep. Thank you very much.
Basically everything that was just said, not just what Nornado said. Everything Quizbowl just said. Agreed.
Yes. Okay. So I think we're going to call it a night or a day, morning, wherever you are. And thanks for joining us. And we hope to see you soon. Bye.
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 Bye.